So today, man, I got a video for you guys. This is the release of Dustin Hopkins and the signing of Chris Blewitt. Granted, the Washington football team has had inconsistency coming out of Dustin Hopkins. The coaches have given him chances time and time and time again. And, I think after missing that field goal, really it was Ron Rivera's fault. And I'm going to talk about this more so on my next podcast. But Ron Rivera not kicking that field goal, not going for it on fourth down, kicking that field goal and missing the field goal. I think that was the last straw. Hopkins is out. Hopkins is not bad. At the same time, Hopkins is not good. Now, with this Chris Blewitt guy, he hasn't kicked in years. He has not kicked in years. And, he's in the shot, smallish guy, but kickers don't have to be big. The special teams coach was talking about the leg strength of Chris Blewitt and says that the leg strength is strong. So we'll see what he looks like on 50-yard field goals, because that's something that Dustin Hopkins struggled with. As Dustin Hopkins got older, his like the kick strength, he couldn't kick these long field goals anymore. So he's out. This new guy is in. But this is a much bigger picture, a much bigger move. Just like JP Finley said earlier today, he says this move to release Hopkins is the easiest way to shake up things without forcing some accountability issues across the roster. This is special teams. It's not a defensive guy getting cut or offensive guy getting cut. It's special teams. It's a kicker. Specialists, like JP says, are on an island. They're just floating around. It's a kicker. Kickers are replaceable. But it just is mind-boggling that Dustin Hopkins hung around for so long. He did some good things. He did some bad things, kind of like that London game when he missed that field goal and that game ended up being a tie. I hate ties. I'd rather take a loss than have a tie. I remember that game. I woke up early. I watched this game, and we ended up in a tie. I didn't know how to feel. I was just kind of mad the entire day. I do remember that game. So, and then JP goes on to talk about, cutting the kicker is the least disruptive move that shows that the head coach means business. He says he's already, he's ready to make changes as we speak. He says Hop has been pretty good. He goes, I think he's missed 2 extra points versus the ATL game, and then the lack of trust with 50-yard plus field goals. So I think that's pretty much what it all boils down to. Hopkins inside 44 yards is pretty much automatic. Anything outside of 44 yards is a 50-50 chance. On top of that, the extra points cannot happen. I think he's missed 2, maybe 3 this season. I really think it's 2. But, missing that field goal on Sunday was the last straw, and he had to go. This is Ron Rivera more so saying, hey, I'm the coach. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to make some drastic changes. And do not be surprised if Landon Collins continues to play bad, even though he's playing linebacker right now. There can be a change coming there. There can be a change in the offensive side of the ball as well as defense. So this is Ron Rivera saying, hey, there's nobody here that's safe. Ron Rivera has talked about in the past that there's no kicker out there that's possibly better than Hopkins. But for them to bring this Chris Blewitt guy a couple times for workouts and things of that nature, I kind of knew that there was some genuine interest. And I think after this Sunday, when Dustin Hopkins had another poor performance, he had to get cut. And then so out with Dustin Hopkins, in with Chris Blewitt. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the name because of the jokes that's going to come with the name. But the fans wanted Hopkins out. Ron Rivera made that move. Hopkins is out. The fans get what they want, a new kicker. Let's just hope that this new kicker is actually going to come out here and produce. Mike Clay also posted today. He says Dustin Hopkins have been roughly average in terms of accuracy during his career. He says little below the past 3 seasons. He says, but he will likely be an upgrade for another kicker-needy team. Biggest issue has been his range, and he is 4 for 27 from 50-yard plus field goals. So I expect Dustin Hopkins to go ahead and get another job. He's probably going to get another job with another. He's better than some of the kickers that are in the league. This has been a down year for kickers, but Dustin Hopkins should get a job right away with a team that definitely can upgrade their kicking situation with a guy like Dustin Hopkins, especially if it's like one of those decent to good offenses that don't need 50-yard field goals, then you can see where a team is, maybe a team that struggles in the red zone, possibly get Dustin Hopkins, and then, it ends up being a wise move for that team. So, guys, this is the video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe. Peace.